So what's going on, guys? This is the Ninja Movies. Today I got an early day off and I can't lie, I've just been wasting away on this couch. So let's watch a movie together. Let's get a video out of the day left. Check it out. This is my first live movie wheel. Let's see what we're getting today. The Guns of Navarone. We're going war. We've got an early war film. This would be one of the oldest films that I've reviewed on the channel, watched on the channel. Let's check out the VHS, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Bandy Boo? Hello to you too, sir. Got the Guns of Navarone right down here on this stack. Give it the rhino, put your head against it and pull and hope for the best. Voila! Like taking the sheet off. I'm a magician. You have the Guns of Navarone here. A Columbia classic, don't mind the boys. So this is a 1961 film. The VHS is from 1994, I presume. We're running out 150 minutes if this man gets out my face. Have you guys seen this? If not, let's watch this for the first time together as I get bullied around by the two giants. I think this is the first time while I've been doing this wheel video that I don't have to rewind the tape, so that's a blessing. Tape is in great condition there. Let's pop her on in, boys. Alright, I had to do a change of shirt because only as I was recording I noticed just how goddamn filthy that work shirt was, so my apologies. So this got a solid IMDb rating actually, 7.5 out of 10. It's got 57,000 reviews. Let's look at the plot, shall we? A team of allied saboteurs is assigned an impossible mission: infiltrate an impregnable Nazi-held Greek island and destroy the two enormous long-range field guns that prevents rescue of 2,000 trapped British soldiers. Them some high stakes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for a World War II film. It has been a long time, and at least for me, obviously I'm looking at reviews right now and they're highly praising. It's not a war film that has been talked about in the discussion of, you know, great war films, not at least in my circles. So no trailers to any films at the start of this in particular VHS. I'm learning sort of why that is recently from your guys' comments. I'm guessing this is a re-release tape, but nonetheless, we're getting straight into it. Let's enjoy the flick.
2,000 British soldiers lay marooned on the tiny island of Keros.
You want to watch the Guns of Navarone, mate?
They had exactly 1 week to live. For in Berlin, the Axis High Command had determined on the show of strength of the Aegean Sea. Itself of no military value, and only a few miles off the coast of
They
Turkey.
only just started, mate. That's no way out. That's no way to act.
Have a special interest in Navarone. We picked you up on radio, of course, but perhaps you could be a little more specific now.
I'll be specific. As you can plainly see, it was bloody awful.
Squadron Leader Barnes is Australian.
We'd love to go back. Wouldn't we, boys? Sure. Just as soon as we can, but only on one condition. We want the Joker who fought this one up to come along with us.
You're quite sure about that, Squadron Leader? This is important.
First impression is I love, immediately from the get-go, we have the shit-talking Australian. Love that. The way they talk, it always reminds me of Bill Burr doing his baseball impersonation commentary. It's so quick. They talk with such like confidence in their words and so quick. It's going to be a different kind of film. We've gone back in time here, so it makes sense, but I'm excited. Couple things I just wanted to mention in ways that I'm sort of looking at this film right now. I really like the approach to the fact that they're not confident in the mission. I feel like a lot of war films show off more of a brazen side. We're gonna get this done. Big speeches and yeah, let's go get it. There is zero confidence here. They just know that they have to give it a go. It has to be done. It's kind of an interesting take in my opinion. I'm also getting heavy Indiana Jones esque sort of details, just seeing, like, I can see where George Lucas and Steven Spielberg could draw inspiration from a film such as this and old war films of its time, just in the way that Indiana Jones was later filmed. And of course, since it's an older film, the music in the film is outstanding. It's just different on my ear. Maybe if you guys grew up in this era, it's pretty standard for the films of the time, but soundtracks do not sound like this anymore, so it is a real treat.
Go on working, they'll have glasses.
Sleep deep in the hold. When I sleep, we'll manage. You want a breather?
Wouldn't mind.
Explosions are amazing in this film. The directing in general is good. I really like, especially where I'm at right now, it is rough terrain sea and it looks miserable out there. Really just puts you in a setting where this is not a fun journey, which of course it isn't. This is what real people did. Real people died for this. I think that's the importance to remember that as we're watching this as entertainment, but the director did really, really well at this. I firmly believe that he is setting a mood here and it's a miserable one. I would also like to note, it would appear that they're using a lot more mature actors in this film, or is it just the classic tale of people looking older back then? Just a lot of old boys punching cigarettes out on the wild sea right now. So basically the ship that they were just on has now capsized, if you will. It has basically hit the iceberg. It has hit some sort of rock and the sail's gone down. I've been complimenting the directing in this film and the explosions and the action thus far. It has been good. With a film this old, I'm not really going to critique it too hard. The shipwreck scene in particular it's not filmed well. It's not holding up, and especially on the VHS quality, it's looking like a bit of a mess. It's just a little note that I had to add in here. It's really just capability of the time. It's just not aging well, really, and that's what I just wanted to note as a small critique thus far. Holy shit, bro. So just after this poorly aged crash of the boat scene that I was just talking about before, we've now just spent about 5 minutes with no music up until the ragdoll point of the boys climbing up this rock. At the start I was like, this scene's kind of dragging out, just this particular scene, but it's gone on so long now that I'm actually looking at it in a new light. Obviously, just to build suspense, it has to happen sometimes, and there's no rushing this real event. They're back on land, it looks miserable and muddy, it is raining heavy, and they're trying to be as quiet as possible, so it makes a lot of sense for the film. I low-key do like the fact that they just cut all the music for a second and just had the sound of the ghastly wind. I don't know, it's just a film that is not what I'm used to, so you need to take a second and really just feel out the scene if it's your vibe, and that's what I'm doing right now. I can't always judge it. It initially seemed like it was running on too long, and now I'm appreciating the scene. Like, as I've paused it right now, they are still climbing.
Cancelled out. Script. What? They're going for an amphibious landing the day after tomorrow. As far as we're concerned, the pressure's off. All we have to do is just make as much trouble as we can. By tonight, we'll have you in the hands of the underground. We'll have you taken care of. You try this again, I'll have Andrea break your other leg.
Another testament to the great directing in this film. I'm not really sure where I heard this, but I know I heard this quite recently. One issue a lot of war veterans have with watching war films is the way that they make grenades look super, you know, over the top with its explosions. I heard that more or less it is exactly how it was just filmed. It's more the ground that goes off more than seeing, you know, sparks and fireworks. Kudos to the directing on this for staying, you know, a bit more true to the source.
Call the sentry in.
Not very hygienic, I must say. Shocking taste in undies, too. Oh, well. Hi there, everybody.
Lava chuck off the edge.
I don't know. I begin to wonder who really is responsible when it comes to the dirty work. Who really is guilty? The man who gives the order or the one who has to do it with his own hands?
I've no time for this.
Now, just a minute. If we're going to get this job done, she has got to be killed. And we all know how keen you are on getting the job done. Now, I can't speak for the others, but I've never killed a woman before, traitor or not, and I'm finicky. So why don't you do it? Why don't you let us off for once? Come on, be a pal, be a father to your men.
So that was The Guns of Navarone. Honestly, I don't think you can ask for much more out of your war film. This is definitely from a classic cinema era. I feel like this sort of decade and, you know, even all the way up to the 70s and 80s, I would consider that cinema, and nowadays it's a lot more Hollywood. All the actors did a phenomenal job in this. Gregory Peck is a standout, as he always is. I think it shows everything you need to see in a war film. The grit, the betrayal, not trusting anyone, sometimes not even understanding why you're there in the first place, what's going to come out of it, the starvation, the desperation. I thought this was a fantastic film. I'm so happy that the wheel spun this today. It is a war epic you should really see. It's directed well, it's acted well, the soundtrack, phenomenal, and the plot just goes in the direction you want it to the entire film. You're never bored. It is a much needed watch compared to what the wheel previously provided, which if you guys have not checked out the previous wheel videos, definitely go do so. But let me know your thoughts of the film down below. I would appreciate it. Thank you all for joining me for this in particular watch. This is the Ninja Movies signing out.